Alright, welcome to this video. And I made this video to actually expose you to remote working opportunities available that you can earn a living off. So there are lots of remote working opportunities, but first of all, I want to define what a remote work is. A remote work, like any other work available, is the type of work that you can use your computer to complete without necessarily being in an office, in a physical office, right? So you don't need a centralized work environment that operates under the authority of a top management or anything like that. So your computer is just 100% sufficient enough for you to be able to complete tasks. So think of jobs like writing, where you can use Google Docs, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Microsoft Word. You don't need to operate from anywhere other than just to use your laptop computer. So wherever you want to work from is completely okay. But you may need a very quiet environment because you might be having meetings with customers or with clients or with your employers, and you might want to make sure you don't appear clumsy or messy. So yeah, you can see my screen is just like a default home screen of my phone. But to start off, I just want to make it clear that remote work, just like any other work available out there, needs you to have, hardcore skills. You need to be able to have a very concrete understanding and technical skill in the aspect that you're considering. So be it writing, you have to be able to properly write using correct grammar and being able to communicate logically, simplistically, and to touch on your reader's emotions and feelings and sound like you're sort of passing a message and that you care about them. You need to sound engaging and carry them on a journey from one point to another. All right, so these are skills that you need to get. Think of programming. Programming is also one work that you can do remotely because you just need your computer. You can collaborate with co-workers using platforms like Zoom, Google Meet. You can hop on a video call anytime and share your screen. So you don't need an office to do that, a physical office to do that. So these are what remote work opportunities offer you, an opportunity to just be flexible, right? So as I was saying, you need hardcore skills to be able to do it. But to set yourself on a trajectory where you are not spending a lot of time actually learning a skill and needing to actually make ends meet from the start. Say, for example, being able to pay bills, small bills, anything that ranges between 50 and 150,000 naira. You want to be able to get your hands on low-hanging fruits. That is opportunities that are available for you immediately to start earning. So we're going to start from there because this is the first step in your journey that is going to allow you to learn the skills that you need to work remotely, whatever it is, while also earning a living, something you can actually use to take care of certain bills like house rent, transportation, and feeding, and what have you. So I just want to delve into a platform called Clickwalker. So you can see my screen. I'm just gonna I just want to make sure this is recording. Jeez, it's not. Okay, it is. It's recording. Yep. So click walker, where is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to type it here because I can't see it. Click worker. Yeah, so Clickworker is actually a platform where you can find very a lot of opportunities, like small tasks that you can complete, and earn little by little. You can earn anything from a few cents to hundreds of dollars, like from 10 cents to as much as $150, right? So just give me a minute. I'll be right back. So this is what Clickworker looks like when you sign up on the platform. So this is the front page of Clickworker, and I'm just going to navigate through so you can have a general overview of what Clickworker looks like. So you can see just a lot going on here. Available jobs. You have a job project called UHRS. I think it's called UHRS. The full meaning should be Universal uh, Human Rater System, something like that. But you can check that out. It's just a project that exposes you to tons of job opportunities available for people who want to do rating and data annotations. So data annotation is actually an effort um, by big companies, right, to enable them to clean data. What I mean by cleaning data is um, when they want to train artificial intelligence frameworks or systems, they need data. And, this data is collected from various sources. So you can find that some companies would source for um, audio, audio notes, and videos and pictures and a ton of different sort of data, and then have human beings clean up the data. So they want you to sort of identify key characteristics found within the data so that the AI system is able to distinguish between those elements of the data that are actually relevant and those that are irrelevant. So these are the types of tasks that would be available under the UHRS. I think Universal Human Relevance System, something like that. It's been long since I actually touched on any of these, but they present you with opportunities that you can earn something. So think of it as opportunities to allow you not to be broke at all. So if you find time, you can sign up on Clickworker and look for UHRS. This is always going to be available because companies are um, always trying to clean data that they can use to train their artificial intelligence systems. Okay, so yeah, just want to also check out other job opportunities on this platform that you can take advantage of. So I'm going to go to jobs here. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, so you can see instant jobs, no briefings, no preparings needed or preparation, whatever it is that they meant. No briefings, no preparings needed. Okay, so let's click on this. Available jobs. Besides UHRS, you can see app testing, help train an authentication application desktop, quick, simple job. Yeah, all these are job opportunities for you. This one is photo capturing, help train an authentication application via an app, Android. Download the This Can Match app and start. So it's going to be €1 per job. So if you complete a couple of these, you're going to get a couple of euros in your account. And you can also go ahead and set up an account where you would be receiving your pay. This platform is very easy to navigate through, so you wouldn't be needing a long tutorials to do that. But should in case you found out or you find out that it is difficult for you to navigate through your way into signing up and setting up like a payment um, option, then you can probably check YouTube. There would be tons of videos there that would guide you on how to complete these steps. But I'm very sure that it's going to be very straightforward for you. Yeah, so that's it about ClickWalker. I'm also going to check a couple more platforms that you can use. So I'm going to hop off ClickWalker right now. Yes, I'm going to go to Play Store. There is a platform that I used before. It operates in a similar way to ClickWalker. Yeah, so the app is called Toluca. I'm not sure that's the name, but let me just attempt to search it here and see if I can find something that looks like it. Okay, so it's called Toluca, and I haven't installed it, but you can go ahead and install this. It operates in almost the same pattern or using the same pattern as ClickWalker. There would be tons of micro tasks for you to complete. You can set up an account where you would be receiving your payments. And sure, so these are the two platforms that I think are the most reliable and you can find consistent work on. You can mix the two or concentrate on one. I think if you made do with ClickWalker, it should serve because there are so many tasks for you to complete there, especially if you are considering working on UHRS based projects. So that is it for the micro tasks. And it's interesting because, starting your career along the trajectory of business and self independence would require that you have an avenue through which you can earn something that allows you to properly experience the learning process. So you don't want mental health challenges or emotional challenges that are associated with um, not having money, to take care of immediate needs. Um, so it is very important for you to set aside time, say 4 hours a day, to work on these types of tasks. And if you also have other means, outside the digital space that you can also earn, it's completely fine. You can, join the two, and it's going to really, really do you great good when it comes to trying to wrap your head around some of the opportunities available in remote working. So, let me just go back to my home page here. So, in this video, I'm going to be introducing you to a lot of opportunities. Okay. So, while so many of them are just normal jobs that you can go online to job boards and freelancing platforms to apply to, I want you to understand the core concepts of some of the types of jobs that you're going to be, um, that are available for you to take advantage of. And you're going to make selections based on what you think you're interested in. you're passionate about and that ultimately leads you to a path of self independence, i.e., business. So, most freelancers would end up starting their own companies at the end of the day. And because you're working as a one man force, and at the end of the day, the work would get so much that you need a team. When that happens, then it's a signal for you to now set up a company that you're going to be operating under, right? So I'm going to make an example with myself. I'm going to start with what I do. So, personally, I am a business development consultant. I help companies and teams across the globe to write plans, to put together strategies, to raise funds, capital, and to make presentations that help communicate their values to investors, and with a goal of either securing partnerships, getting funding, winning contracts, or other rewards that come with collaboration with stakeholders of any sort. So typically, what are my tasks on a daily basis? So you'll find me writing business plans. You'll find me writing pitch decks, grant proposals, investment proposals, requests for proposal responses, online applications to various sorts of opportunities, and even putting together curriculum vitae for individuals that want to pitch themselves to potential partners or investors, that with an aim to demonstrate how competent they are for certain sort of roles or responsibilities, or demonstrating their effectiveness or capabilities in running businesses. So they would need a CV to showcase how strong they are in steering the wheels of the businesses that they are pitching or they are introducing to prospective investors or partners. So I do writing to a very great degree. I do research. I do market research and analysis to help analyze market opportunities. What is the size of the market, right? What are the key trends? What are some government policies that are affecting how things operate within the sector or industry? I do design, graphics design, and presentation, and even reporting, which includes um, knowledge, in-depth knowledge of design. So you have to be able to design heavy graphics, very sleek, um, visually appealing designs that are able to present you in a professional light. So this is what I do, and there are lots of gigs available on platforms like Upwork. Upwork is spelled Upwork. Upwork. You have opportunities on Fiverr, Fiverr. You have on People Per Hour, Guru.com, a ton of different freelancing platforms that you can actually sign up on and access these job opportunities and apply to. I don't know if this is still recording. I just want to confirm. Sure it is. Okay. So this is my own part of the work. So you can find work in data analysis, data science, where you're going to be analyzing data in across different domains and sectors. You can be a business analyst. You can be a production analyst. So, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be fed with unstructured data and make sense of the data. You're going to be doing a lot of statistical analysis um, and different sorts of analytical procedures, all aiming towards presenting factual and meaningful information that would help a particular process. You can be asked to um, analyze data from a machine, a production machine that stores data. So many production machines available today actually store data, right? And data on the production capacity, how many, um, you know, units of products were produced over a particular period of time. What were the errors sort of encountered? And you're going to be able to, you're going to be documenting those information, and then based on what you're expected to do, you're going to be presenting the information in a meaningful way that helps to communicate a particular problem or a solution, or you're going to aggregate data um, to use as a basis to make certain conclusions for auditing, for financial analysis and projections, and for quality assurance purposes. So, data analysis is one of it. Data science is for, I think, machine learning, predictive analysis, and all that. So, data science or data analysis. Analysis is using historical data to sort of analyzing historical data to present information, to answer questions, to make conclusions. While data science is largely using data to predict the future, what is likely going to happen, and so that you can meet your future prepared. Data science would include you using machine learning protocols, Python programming language to code different functions, artificial intelligence, and all sorts of frameworks. So, data science would, or analysis would require that you at least have experience or knowledge in the domain of statistics. You'll be able to use Excel, you'll be able to use um, Excel, Google Sheets, R, and different sorts of statistical analysis software. I think there's a ton of them available, and but Excel stands out as the most used data analytic tools. For data science, you would, be required to use Python, and Python is like, houses a whole bunch of different libraries that you can use. So with Python comes so many tools. So learning Python would require a lot of time, and to be competitive, yes, you would spend years doing it. But I don't want to bug you with a lot of different opportunities available, because some of them are actually very hard and would require you to spend at least 3 to 4 years in practice. You don't want to spend that much time before you become competitive enough to start applying for job opportunities. So, the best option that I would choose for you is, to narrow down this opportunity to basically considering writing. And given that you have studied English in the university, I think writing wouldn't be so much of a challenge to you. There are opportunities available for you in the writing domain. You can become a copywriter. A copywriter is an individual whose job is to help present introductions, messages in a very engaging, salesy, and captivated manner that helps to solicit attention and buy-in. Where people struggle to actually make the first impression, such as sending emails, advertising products, or reaching out to prospects to tell them about certain opportunities or services. Instead of just doing it randomly, a copywriter is able to structure writing in a very compelling manner that solicits buy-in and draws attention almost instantly. So you can learn a lot about copywriting. There are different courses available for you, but I think copywriting, while it's very competitive, there are tons of individuals that are doing copywriting, but the jobs are really, really available out there. It's a better option for you than to go for very difficult disciplines such as programming, data science, analysis. You can start the writing and earn millions, maybe from 500,000 naira to a million, 2 million, 3 million. If you're very good at what you do, very adept and dedicated and passionate, while you gather the resources, and on the side you can learn about things that you want to learn. So ultimately, um, these are some of the opportunities that I have that you can take advantage of. But first of all, to recap, is for you to start out with Clickworker and Toloka, and then go ahead to explore opportunities in copywriting and also graphics design. You can do graphics design too, for individuals designing logos and all sorts. You can also extend your skills of writing to business writing, such as writing short cover letters, investment proposals. So, what I can do from my end is, if you are able to master or acquire a certain degree of mastery in writing, I'll be able to push some of the opportunities that I get, some overflows of work to you to complete. So that way you're able to fully maximize your writing sort of activity, right? So you can do copywriting on your end, but I can be sending, you can just diversify along the line to business writing. You can learn about how to write business plans, business proposals. You can learn how to even write CVs. There are tons of opportunities for you available on these platforms. And I would suggest that you start with Upwork. Upwork is a very reliable platform. And because I've used Upwork, I'm a top rated freelancer there. It's very easy for me to hold your hands and tell you what are the best practices that you can adopt to be successful on Upwork. And I can even give you guidance on how you can set up an account and build your profile and all that. And it takes a little bit of time, maybe 2 to 3 months, before you start to earn on Upwork, if you have someone who is guiding you appropriately. So you don't have to spend 3 years as you would in data science, programming, and all those types of fields before you start to earn. In writing, it becomes easy, and writing can also extend into other fields, even data science, even programming. But if you can start from this, I think you would begin to understand, what the space is about. Yeah. So finally, and to recap everything, it's number one, start from Clickwalker or Toloka, and then head into copywriting, and then diversify into business writing, where we would set up an account for you on Upwork. Then I would coach you on how to maximize your opportunities, how to build a strong profile and a portfolio. And you can now, from there, you would have understood the dynamics of how things happen. And I bet you would be able to figure out the next trajectory for yourself. So you think of any business that you want to be into. Is it real estate? Is it whatever it is, agriculture? Once you're into business writing, there is a path for you that takes you from business writing to the business that you want to do finally. For example, if you want a business in real estate, you can start working with real estate businesses to help them craft business plans. And when you're doing so, you're beginning to understand the key peculiarities of how real estate businesses operate and the industry. And you can narrow down your work at a point in time to working with real estate people. And from there, you build connections and you understand the market. And then the small money that you're getting, you can put it together and start something small. And off you go from there. It happens to any other business. And personally, I've worked with a lot of businesses and I understand how so many businesses operate within Nigeria and even, abroad. So yeah, this is the little I can offer. And if there's any way that I can support any further, do let me know. But yeah, so sorry that I had to use a phone and my voice is pretty low because I don't want to wake Adama. So do bear with me. Next time I will do a full Loom um, recording for you because yesterday I went out and I had to, attend to other clients. And I came back home. I haven't even finished what I, started when I was away. So it led to me being unable to actually record properly on Loom, where you would see like a thumbnail video of me actually presenting and a very big screen where I would be walking you through, different platforms and all that. But I think the information that I've provided here exhaustive enough for you to have a grasp of, what trajectory that you can follow, and you can start right away after you're done listening to this video. So as I said, let me know if you have any questions or you need me to expatiate or lead you through certain complexities on your way to opening the Click Worker account, because that's the first thing you're supposed to do. Yeah, so thank you very much. And yeah, bye.